Welcome to the JayGravesReport College Football Weekly Wrap-Up, Week 2. Y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Going over the top 5 ball games of the weekend. Now, let's go straight down to Miami, Florida. Number 12, Florida, takes on Miami at Sun Life Stadium. I've been telling you boys since the preseason that Florida was not a top 10 team. So they moved them out of the top 10, pushed them back to 12. Give them about 2 more weeks, and these dumb mugs going to be out of the top 25 because they are that good. Everybody talks about how good the defense is. Let me break it down for you. Florida scored 16 points in this ball game. Scoring 16 points is not going to be enough. Miami put up 21 points. Now let's keep this real. Florida dominated the ball game. They doubled them up in total yards. They doubled them up on time of possession. They doubled them up on first downs and still lost the game because they had 5 turnovers. Now, you can tell me all you want about the defense and how well this defense plays, but if you have no offense and the offense keep turning the ball over in the red zone, you can't win. So give them 2 or 3 weeks, and the Florida Gators going to be outside the top 25 chomping at the bit. Holla at your boy. Let's move on to the next ball game. Number 2, the Parliament Funkadelic goes down to Charlottesville, plays Virginia. Now, Marcus Mariota didn't waste no time putting up. He had 4 carries, bruh, for 122 yards in this ball game. That put up another 3 touchdowns. D'Anthony Thomas, like I keep telling you, the Parliament Funkadelic is unbelievable. Scoring offense, 59 to 10 in this ball game. Beat the brakes off of Virginia. I don't think they want him to come back anywhere near Virginia. I mean, they've been banned from the state. These boys put up 557 total yards of offense. They played the atomic dog all the way back to Eugene on these boys. Let's move on to the next ball game. The third game, West Virginia goes to Oklahoma. Now, remember last year, this ball game, between these 2 teams, they put up 99 points. It was 50 to 49 OU. OU gave up 778 yards of offense to West Virginia. But this year, both defenses showed up. They played well. OU wins this game 16-7. However, Oklahoma has no quarterback. Trevor Knight can't throw the ball over his shoulder. Duh. Then you got the Belldozer that all he can do is run the ball. So unless OU is going to go find a quarterback at the flea market this week, they're going to be in trouble in the next few weeks because they have no offense. If it hadn't been for Brandon Clay, put up 170 yards, they rushed as a team 319 yards, but you can't run the ball all night in the Big 12. You're not going to be able to do that for the rest of the season. They're going to have to be able to throw the football, and they were throwing the football this weekend. Let's move on to the next ball game. Let's go down between the hedges. Number 6, South Carolina goes to Georgia, number 11. Now, like I said before, Georgia is Mark Richt's Georgia, but they already lost the ball game, the big ball game, a week ago. They lost at Clemson in Death Valley. You know they was going to be done, like I said they were. So there was no way they were going to come back to the crib and lose 2 straight. They've already lost 3 straight to South Carolina. They won this ball game 41-30. And like I keep telling you boys, Jadeveon Clowney is the real deal, but he one done on defense. He don't throw the ball, he don't catch the ball, and he don't run the ball. So he's not going to make that big of a difference playing defense and getting caught up in traffic. Yeah, he had a couple of sacks, but he don't have a ball. Let's move on to the next ball game. Let's go down between under the lights. Let's go to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Number 14, Notre Dame, goes to number 17, Michigan. Like we said the other night, Notre Dame got the brakes beat off of them, 41-30, simply because Brian Kelly disrespected the game by saying it was not a rivalry game, it was more of a regional game. While they regionally beat the brakes off of Notre Dame, I hear all these Notre Dame fans up this way talking about they got cheated, so on and so forth. Did they cheat when David Garner put up 294 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground and then added a joint for good measure? Did they cheat when they started playing the chicken dance at the end of the game? You dumb. Now look, let's keep it real. Tommy Reese put up 314 yards in the air, threw 2 touchdowns, but he put up 2 dub picks. You can't win playing that. I'm going to say it again. Notre Dame doesn't have the dimensions that they had last year with losing Golson. They should just go ahead and let that dude stay in school, pat him on the wrist like they do everywhere else. You could have won that ball game. You're going to be dull this year. I'm just going to tell you. Hey, go to the joint. Check me out. Go to the JayGravesReport.com. We're going to keep on hitting them up, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JayGravesReport and holla at your boy.